Gumbawa. Welcome to Gaijin no Nihon Tensha A with me, Christopher. So, yes, another box. The way you're going to get on that is where the depot is. So, no, I haven't opened it. I've literally got home, gone and got food, had dinner, and now here I am. And as you can see, I'm not the most alert in the world, but hey, I want to get this done because despite appearances, I'm quite excited about what's inside. Okay, so what's this? On the bottom is a piece of anime merch, but it's not rude, it's just not trained, so I'm not going to bother you with it. So what have we got here? We have, let's start here. Now you'll be familiar with these. I've got some more cranes because I felt the need for some more cranes along the river there. So I've got some more of those, and also to replace any that may be broken off, as it were. I mean, there haven't been so far, I'm really pleased with that. Now, something I've been wanting to add for a while now. Oh, these could be a really nice little box. It's almost bad if I actually did anything with these beyond just put one on the layout. But this style bus, the long nose, is in the film My Neighbor Totoro. With a different paint scheme to these. I was going to repaint one of these as one of those, but it's this rather nice little package from Tobitech. You get photos of the real ones on the back, and as you probably have gathered, you lift it up and you get that. So I think I was going to just put it on the layout, but it's this style here with the door and the towards the centre. So I was going to repaint that to the one, but I won't. I don't think I'm going to leave it alone. And it's now representing the bus on its way down. But yes, I kind of feeling that's going to wear out quite easily. But yeah, I'll put some tape on there or on here or something to strengthen it. Yes, so those. Here's the exciting bit. So this is Kato 22-019. It's a smart controller, and this allows you to operate your analog trains, also people called DC, but your analog trains, with your smart device, so phone, tablet, so on. So let's give it a look. Now, I have been doing some work on the layout, so the area by the controls is a little bit messy, but we'll give it a go, and I'll try and set it up with you watching so you can see it all happen. But yes, I think that was everything. Here's the order thing. Now, I thought this was going to be the last one for a while. Order rabbit, that's that. Buses, yeah, controller, and the cranes, yes, crows. I thought it'd be it, but today another pre-order came into stock. So, yeah. One of my floating ones that, as I call them, where there was no fixed release date, it suddenly arrived today. So, yes, we have got another one to come, basically, and I'm really quite looking forward to that. So, yeah. Anyway, on with the next bit. Right, so you can see the track here. I'm going to do it with track 1. So, as you can see currently, turn this, hear the trains moving. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just pop the front of that out there, so now you know it's there, and then we'll set up the Bluetooth controller. Now, for those who know, the layout Ishinaka that I was lucky enough to help out on was also operated with a Bluetooth controller. Unfortunately, Exhibition Space, the NEC, was interfering with it, making it a little bit haywire, so yeah, not really responsive. So it's going to be interesting how this one compares, and indeed at Exhibitions how it might compare, because I'm currently in the process of planning. So you've got the bits of the points on there. Well, I'm in the process of planning a smaller exhibition layout. It's going to be easier to take to shows, but to one-day shows particularly. That's the aim, is the one-day shows. I don't mind going to two-day shows, but to one-day shows, that's the aim, as this one does the two-day one sense. So, according to the instructions I've seen, your power from this goes into there, and then there's your standard to the track. You can link it by the COM port here. The COM port there. That goes to the sound box. I don't have a sound box. You've got your on-off switch on the top. That logo there, that's the same one you'll see on the app in a minute. And then there's the pairing button. And you got the bits of the turnouts there as well. So we'll unplug this one, do it in real time. You see, I downloaded the app onto my phone, not thinking about it. You know, oh yeah, of course. Make sure it's off. Not thinking about it, of course, that oh yes, of course it's going to be recorded with the phone. So what am I going to operate it with? So there we are. Yes, you can see that there. So the app, I wake up my iPad here. So the app's this one, so let's just get the store up. So you go to the store, type in Kato, go, and then you're looking for that same logo, which is there. You can see I've already got it here. It says soundbox on it. Don't worry, you don't need a soundbox, but it gives you a little preview. Also, you install it, and when you open it, this is what you get. So, presumably, we turn that on there, and it's found it. Started with power pack mode. So, okay, that. So it knows the soundbox not connected. There's an emergency stop switch, which is pretty cool. So, here's now the big test. Does it move? So there is a slight delay on that, but so let's try and get it to a place where you can see a bit better. And there you see, I didn't even have to press the pairing button. That was quite interesting. And I can see at the top here we've got the device listed there, which makes me wonder if I can have more than one. That's one thing I was wondering, could I have, say, two of these to control this layout remotely, because then I can sit back, not have to lean over to use the controls, and I can actually stop more trains at the station. But yes, so let's try and get you in a better position where you can see both the screen and the train. Okay, So the issue, of course, is that there's no convenient position really to have both at once, but so let's see how good that emergency stop is then. So you can see it along there, going along the back. Pretty effective, okay, and then I should just be able to, there we are. Aha. So if we bring it to a stop in the station. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Now this sort of thing has existed in the world of DCC for some time. But not something I'm overly familiar with in the world of analog. I've not used something like this myself since I had a foray into TT 120. And for me, that was a mistake, of course. But hey. So the only thing I will note is a little bit harder to get the fine tuning of. Fine tuning of it, but there is actually now a sweet spot on that where the LEDs on the coach there have come on. You might just be able to see the train isn't moving. Not sure if we can get the same with the headlight, because usually it starts moving before the headlight starts. Yeah, this is what it's done there. But that's very good. It works. And yeah, let's send the other one around. But you can see the advantage already, the fact that I can go, okay, let's see how it looks, and I'm not having to reach over for the control. I can just slow it down, speed it up. I'm not convinced the power delivery is as smooth as the SX controllers. Which of course we can test. If we bring that one to a stop, we can hear the noise that's making. So I'll bring this to a stop. Now, the thing I have found is when I tried to change direction while it was moving, or the controller was set up at all, even before it started moving, if the power slider was at anything but 0, it won't let you change directions. Obviously, you can do that on those controllers, but it's not really something you want to be doing because it's going to put stress on the mechanism, isn't it? So what we'll do to make this a sort of proper test, so we'll do a circuit. I'll try the smoothest start off I can with this. Obviously, this is the very first time you saw me open the main box. Very first time playing with this. We'll try and do a smooth takeoff round the circuit once, and then on the next time round we'll bring it to a smoothest stop. Then I'll swap over to the SX controller, and we'll see how well that does. Okay, so smooth as possible. A slight grinding noise as well there. Trying to have it at the sort of speeds I've seen SO Yamaguchi going. So on this time round, we want the smooth stop. About as smooth as I can get it. Okay. So now to, and there's an off button as well in the middle, which neutralises it. That's pretty good. So now I'll move over to the SX. So turn that off. This iPad's just told me it's lost connection. Right. I will now connect it to the SX power pack. Okay. Now same thing again. It's a little roundy, so it's not the controller doing this at least. So in the same way before, we do a single circuit and then bring it to a stop. So this is, here comes the circuit. Come to a controlled stop, hopefully not smooth stop is what we want. Here it comes. So, there's obviously a degree more controllability with the power pack. It's instant as well. However, that's going to be your finger friction on the screen as well as the slight lag involved. So, really, is there too much difference? Not really. And I don't think so. I'm actually very impressed with this unit. I think it's going to be very interesting having a further play, finding out just about everything it can do, and then obviously testing it on an exhibition layout, because the ability to walk around with my phone or something, running the layout whilst talking to visitors and so on, is going to be quite good, quite a useful feature. That's what I'm thinking about. Well, it's not going to be big. It's not going to be big enough to warrant me walking down to the other end to poke something or anything like that. But it does give that extra bit of freedom. But yeah. So with that, I shall say, arigato gozaimashita. Take care, all. Always remember to have fun. And sayonara. Bonus for you. But yeah, and this is why I wanted to get the video done quick. Yawning. Oh yes, also doing the bonus though. I will do. I think you can see. This is the one. We'll see who stayed on to the end of the video. But now it's going to go. Where are we going? There. Yeah, you can just about see it from here. Marvellous, that's wonderful. See, really what I'd like to do again is put lights and things in it. Maybe I will at some point. I won't be so sentimental about it, and I will do extra things to them. But yeah. Anyway, sayonara.